Facing difficulties to 3-star at Town Hall 12? Well, I got you covered. These are the absolute best attack strategies available at TH12 after the addition of hero equipments. Master them, and you will never fail at TH12 again. At number 5, we have the Yeti Super Archer Bat Attack Strategy. Works extremely well against single Inferno bases. This is the basic army composition. Make minor changes according to the target base. And this is the hero equipment setup we are using. Take a look at this base. Now we all know that these splash defenses are the main threats to the bats. We usually take down most of them along with the Town Hall and CC with main army. And then the bats will sweep through the remaining base with support of freeze spells. That's the whole strategy. So here on this base, we will attack from this side. We can also go from this side as both of them are symmetrical. So first, we will create a funnel on both corners using 2 electros. After that we will deploy the line of Yetis in front followed by a line of super archers right behind them. And once they clear all the outside buildings, we will deploy our heroes to go straight into the core. We will line up the log launcher to open the eagle compartment, so our troops can easily move and take down all these things. Early Warden ability will get us through single and CC, and we will use Rage spell with King ability to secure the Town Hall takedown. After Town Hall goes down, we will deploy all the bat spells here to create a bat wave. They will move like this. We will use Ice Golem and Freezes to protect them against remaining splash defenses. That's the plan. Let's do the attack now. Alright, let's start with deploying the electros for funneling. Now give them some time, before deploying rest of our army. You doesn't necessarily have to use electros for funneling all the time. You can also use baby dragons, P.E.K.K.A, or Yetis as alternatives. Especially if there's an air defense nearby the funneling area. So choose your funneling units accordingly. Alright, a solid funnel is created, so let's deploy our army. We have to push most of them into the core with heroes. Notice how I used couple of super wall breakers to open the initial walls, because the log launcher will take some time to open them. And here we are deploying it away from the main group anyways. Early Warden ability will protect most of our troops against initial heavy damage. We are about to engage the Town Hall, so let's use the King ability and Rage spell to get through it easily. We have a lot of freezes in this one, so we can spare one for the main army if needed. Let's start the bats as we planned earlier. The Ice Golem will tank the Wizard Tower for them. Now all the bats will group up and create a huge wave that starts one-shotting every defense in their path. That's why this approach is called Bat Wave. All we have to do is protect them from splash defenses. Freeze them as the bats move into their radius. A single shot from them will kill the bats instantly. So keep that in mind. Other than splash defenses, Tesla Farm or X-Bow Farm will also be lethal against bats. So try to use freeze spells over them as well. And always bring some cleanup troops to avoid time fails, because sometimes we will lose all our army, and bats alone won't be able to clear up in time, resulting in a time fail. Alright, this base is crushed, so let's finish it up, and move to the next strategy. At number 4, we have one of the most popular and reliable TH12 attack strategy. Queen Charge Hybrid. Works extremely well against wide-open multi-inferno bases. This is the basic army composition. Make adjustments according to the target base. And these are the ideal hero equipments for this strategy. Now we usually charge our queen to take down the CC, and create L-shaped pathing for the hybrid. Most of the time, we try to get the Town Hall as well, but it is not possible on every base. Then we will narrow down the path with King and SB on opposite flank, and sweep through the remaining base with hybrid afterwards. Simple, right? So here on this base, it is not possible to charge the Town Hall due to the wall structure around it. That's why we will charge our queen into this multi-inferno compartment. She will take down the CC, and clear all these things. That will leave us with this perfect L-shaped path for the hybrid. They will move like this. King and SB will narrow down the path on other side, and keep them centered. Early Warden ability will get us through the Town Hall, and we will use rage spells for Queen and heal spells for hybrid. Simple plan. Now let's execute it. Alright, let's start with deploying the Queen. Coco Loon ahead of the healers as I always recommend. We can also use Baby Dragon for funneling, but I am using Yeti due to that air defense over there. I also brought couple of super wall breakers to redirect the Queen, in case she goes to the outside. And looks like we need to use them. Alright, she came back. Let's use the rage spell to quickly take down that multi before it does too much damage. This is by far the hardest CC for any Queen charge attack. So use poison on the super minions, and freeze the headhunters to get through it. And remember to always handle the CC under rage spell. Alright, the perfect path for hybrid is created. So let's deploy the King and SB and start the hybrid from the Town Hall as we planned earlier. Deploy miners first to tank the first line of defenses, then the Warden and Hog Riders after them. Warden ability will protect them from the Town Hall blast. I also used King ability to keep them centered. I am using Vamp Stash on King, which is perfect for this strategy, as it allows him to survive longer, and keep the hybrid in the core. Same with the Frozen Arrow on the Queen, which is best equipment for Queen charges. And hey, if you like these strategies, then check out full guides on the channel to master them. I already uploaded in-depth tutorial on each of these strategy. You can watch them from the TH12 playlist after finishing this one, and I will also provide you the links of full guides in pinned comment. At number 3, we have the best air attack of TH12. Zap Dragons. Works well on any type of bases. This is the general army composition. Make changes if you want. And these are the best hero equipments for this strategy. Now we usually zap out 2 air defense and 1 sweeper with lightning spells. Then we dive our heroes to create a narrow path for dragons, and also take down the 3rd air defense if possible. After that we will rush the last air defense with our dragons behind the remaining sweeper. That's all. So here on this base, we will zap out this 2 air defense along with this sweeper. After that we will dive our heroes into this single inferno compartment. They will clear all these things. They will also take down this air defense, and create this perfect L-shaped path for the dragons. They will move like this. Obviously, we can't forget about the Town Hall. We will send Yeti Blimp protected by Warden ability to secure the Town Hall takedown. We will time the Warden ability to also protect the dragons against the first single, and we will use freeze spells to get through the back-end single inferno. Enough planning. Let's do the attack now. Alright, let's start with the zaps. Notice my spell placements to understand how to get best value out of the zaps. You can also check the TH12 zap chart for full breakdown. I will provide you the link in pinned comment. I am creating a little bit of funnel before deploying the heroes, so they won't go in the wrong direction. Ice Golem ahead of the heroes as usual. We have to use double wall breakers due to the isolated air defense compartment, or else single wall breaker would be enough. Now some of you guys pointed out that I only showed attacks on multi-inferno bases, and claimed that this strategy doesn't work on single inferno bases in the comments of the full guide video. That's why I am attacking on the all single inferno base this time. Alright, the perfect path is created, so let's deploy the dragons now. Always use layer of balloons with them. They will surge ahead and protect the dragons from traps, while also tanking the defenses. Notice how I used that electro to clear outside buildings to keep the dragons centered. Now we need to use rage for the Town Hall, because sometimes the Yetis might fall short. But on the other hand, dragons don't need rage spells. They have a lot of firepower when deployed in a group like this. And on top of that we are using the rage gem on Warden, which works great in this strategy. So it's better to use other spells for them. I like to use heal spell against multi-inferno bases, and freeze spells on single inferno bases. Check out this video from the channel for more tips and full breakdown. At number 2, we have one of the best and my personal favorite TH12 attack strategy. Super Witch Smash. Works great against any type of bases. This is the general army composition. Make small changes according to the target base. And this is the hero equipment setup we are using. Now with Super Witches, we usually create a funnel point by zapping out a major defense. Then we do a little ward and walk on zapped outside to solidify the funnel and create pathing for Super Witches. King and SB will narrow down that path on opposite flank. And we will walk through the whole base with Super Witches afterwards. And that's it. So here on this base, we will zap out this multi-inferno using 4 lightning and an earthquake spell. Then we will do a ward and walk here, and clear all these things. That will leave us with this narrow path for the Super Witches. They will move like this. SB and King will narrow down the path, and keep them centered. We will use wall breakers for initial walls, and jump spell here will give us access to the back end. Ward and ability will get us through the core multi-infernos, and we will use rage spells to power through Town Hall and Eagle. You understood the plan? Now let's make it happen. Alright, let's start with deploying the Warden and healers. In the meantime, let's zap out the Inferno as we planned. With clever spell placements, we were able to also take down that archer tower, and damage up the whole compartment. I am also creating a little bit of funneling on other side to make sure King and SB troops stay outside. Now we have to wait for Warden to complete the funnel. We can give him up to 1 minute. More time than that in Warden walk might end up as a time fail, which is the biggest and perhaps the only weakness of this strategy. Always pile up all the Super Witches in one spot, so the Eagle will target them, and then the healers will quickly shift onto them from Warden. The CC is never an issue with this strategy. With the help of a poison spell, Super Witches can handle any CC. Now it is no secret that this is my favorite TH12 attack strategy. I always claimed that this is the best attack strategy I used at Town Hall 12. And there is a reason for that. You see, this strategy is so strong that it can 3-star a maxed TH12 base without heroes. And with heroes, it can even 3-star a TH13 base easily. You can check both of these videos from the channel. I will also provide you the links in pinned comment. Alright, before moving to the number 1, I want to show you one honorable mention. This strategy is also very powerful, but it didn't make the list because of one limitation it has. I will tell you more about it throughout the attack. As an honorable mention, we have one of the best TH12 attack strategy. Blizzard Lava Loon. Works extremely well against compact bases. This is the army composition. Make changes according to target base. And this is the ideal hero equipments for this strategy. Now the first thing we need to do is find a perfect spot to land our blimp, so the Super Wizards can get maximum value. They will create a huge hole in the base, and leave behind a ring of defenses. We will dive our heroes on one side, and do the Lalo on the other side of that hole. So here on this base, if we manage to land our blimp here, then the Super Wizards will clear all these things. After that we will dive our heroes to go after this last standing multi-inferno. They will take down all these things, and create this narrow L-shaped path for the Lalo. They will move like this. We will use ward and ability to get through the Eagle. Sounds like a plan. Now let's put it together. Alright, let's start with the blimp drop. Always deploy the Lava Hound up front to safely escort the blimp. It will trigger the traps and tank the defenses. Once the blimp reaches its target location, use 1 invisibility first. Then manually open the blimp, and deploy the rage spell. Then use remaining invisibility spells 1 by 1 every 4 seconds. Shuffle the invisibility spells a little bit to keep the Super Wizards protected, while exposing the target defenses. Alright, let's start the heroes as we planned earlier. I am using a baby dragon and sneaky goblins to funnel them towards that multi-inferno. The heroes will get so much value in this strategy, because the super wizards will remove all the damage from the core, and allow them to move a bit longer. Now, just like the Zap Dragon strategy, we don't have to wait for them all the way. Just make sure they are going where we wanted them to go, and start the next phase of the attack. Don't use all your balloons right away. Deploy them surgically in a pack of 3 to 4 on each defenses, and hold on to few of them to reinforce the main pack in the back end. Use the haste spell to quickly approach key defenses, and freeze spell to get through splash defenses easily. Now, earlier I said that this strategy has one limitation, and that's how easy it is to bait the blimp. A giant bomb or tornado trap will absolutely mess the blizzard part, and basically the whole attack. And there is no way to counter that, making it almost impossible to recover and get a triple after getting baited. So keep that in mind. At number 1, we have the absolute best and by far the easiest TH12 attack strategy. Zap Witches. Works on any type of bases. This is the general army composition. No changes required here. And these are the best hero equipments for this strategy. Now, this strategy is very straightforward. Just zap out 2 multi-infernos. Then spam the witches through the remaining inferno tower. And push the heroes to the core. And that's everything you need to do. So here on this base, we will zap out this 2 multi-inferno, and attack from this side. After zapping the infernos, deploy 3 golems like this, followed by line of witches. And once they clear all the outside buildings, we will deploy the heroes to go straight into the core. Most of the witches will go to the flanks, and heroes will clear the core. Log launcher will move like this. It will run through this inferno and open the town hall compartment. And with the help of a rage spell, CC troops will easily take down the town hall. We will use Warden ability early to get through the multi and eagle. And King's Earthquake boot ability will break open this walls. Simple plan. Now let's execute it. Alright, let's start with zapping out the infernos. Notice how I am also trying to damage up nearby buildings with earthquake spell. Now it is ideal to attack from opposite side of the town hall, but it's not possible on this particular base due to the inferno tower placements. Alright, let me tell you one secret. You see, witches are absolutely dominating at TH12. Be it regular witch or the super witch. And you can literally 3-star any Town Hall 12 base after mastering these 2 strategies. If the base has single infernos, or it is a spread out like this one, then go with Zap Witches. And if the base is compact and has all the multi-infernos and it is difficult to line up a log launcher through any of them, then go with Super Witch Smash. Believe me, you will never go wrong with this approach. So these are the top 5 best TH12 attack strategies. I hope you found it helpful. Check out the full guides of each strategy from the channel. I will also provide you the links in pinned comment. And if you want to learn more exciting TH12 strategies, then check out my TH12 playlist. I will see you there.